Salutation to the Sangha. We recite these verses to explain the qualities or the characteristics or the nature of the Sangha community. From the very beginning, Sangha community is divided into two groups, Arya Sangha and Savaka Sangha, Sammuti Sangha. Arya Sangha means the monks who have attained Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahant sainthood. So they are known as Arya. Arya means noble. And those ordinary monks who are working to attain these higher stages are known as Sammuti Sangha. Sammuti means accepted by the society as holy people. Sammuti. Again, there is another word called Savaka Sangha. Savaka means listeners. Because those days there were no books, religious books to read. They always come and listen to the Buddha. After listening, they learn everything. So monks are very close to the Buddha, always associate with the Buddha. That is why in many discourses or many sutras, the Buddha always addressed the monk to deliver a certain discourses. Very seldom we can see some lay devotees approach the Buddha and directly address them. Always he addressed the monks to deliver the sermons or the discourses. Again, Sangha community divided into two groups, Granthadura and Vipassana. Granthadura means those who have learned, those who are capable enough to impart this knowledge to the public, to work with the public, always associate and live with the public. They are called Granthadura. Another group known as Vipassana Dura. They do not associate with the public. They want to keep away from the society, and what they need is to improve their peace and happiness and their salvation. They spend their time for concentration, meditation, but very seldom they come and associate with the public. So we cannot say that this group is higher than the other group. All are important. Especially those who are working in the society, in spite of various problems and difficulties and complaints and accusations and criticisms, if they have courage to continue their religious work, they are also very noble. They also learn a lot from the public. They get the chance to develop their patience and understanding and tolerance and kindness and compassion and sympathy because of these problems. So these are the words that we recite. So the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, triple gem, Trividha Ratna, triple gem. So this is also very common. In Hinduism also they have three Murti, three Godhead, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Brahma is the creator God. Vishnu is the God who looks after, who maintains creation. Vishnu is a very powerful God. So one day, when he gets angry, when he comes to know the human beings are very wicked and cruel, and he can burn and destroy the whole world. This is their belief. Brahma, Vishnu, Ishvara. Then in Christianity also, Father, the Son and the Holy Ghost. Then only religion that maintains one Godhead is Islam. Only Allah, no other God. So here in Buddhism, the Buddha, the Dhamma, Sangha. I do not know whether you can remember, I have explained, the Buddha is just like a physician or a doctor who can diagnose the cause of the sickness and who can prescribe proper medicine to get cured the sickness. Dhamma is the prescription given by the Buddha for people to use to get rid of their sicknesses. Sangha, community, is just like nurses in the hospital who attend to the patient and give proper guidance and attend to them at proper time and guide them. So, all are important. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Here we use the word savaka sangha. Ujjupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Samīcipatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Yadidam chattari purisa yugani. Attha purisa puggala. Esa bhagavato savaka sangho. Ahuneyo, pahuneyo, dakhineyo, anjali karaniyo. Anuttarang punyakhetang lokassa. These are the wording that you use to pay respect, pay homage to the Sangha community. When you pay respect to a monk, you do not respect only to that particular person. You respect the whole Sangha community. So the monk is the representative of the Sangha community. He received this salutation on behalf of the Sangha community. So you respect the Sangha community. And that monks may not worthy of respect. You might have seen the behavior of certain monks. Even then, if you respect the Sangha community, not to that individual monk. Again, when you want to give dana, I have seen on many occasions our members and devotees, it is due to their ignorance, I think, when they want to invite a monk for blessing or for dana or funeral, they come and say, I want that particular monk. It is un-Buddhistic, please remember that. You should not say, I want only that monk. Then you separate this monk from the Sangha community. Any monk who is available, you cannot say, I don't want that monk, I want only this monk. You discriminate them. Again, sometimes you may create misunderstanding among the Sangha community also. So, when you give dana, there must be 4 fully ordained Upasampada monks to offer Sangika Dana, individual Dana and Sangika Dana. Less than 4 monks you can give individually to Sangha community by offering to these monks. But you cannot make it Sangha community, there is no quorum. There must be 4. To perform any kind of special religious service for the monks, there must be 4 Upasampada or fully ordained monks. So when you offer Dana as Sangika Dana to the Sangha community, you gain more merit because you did not offer to the individual monks. In the Buddha's teaching, you can see how people gain more merit or increase the degree of merit by offering whatever you like. Let us start from the very beginning. You offer some food to animals. Definitely you gain some merit. Again, you offer some food to human beings who are not religious or virtuous. But you gain more merit by offering food to human beings. Again, you offer your food to a man who observes at least 5 precepts. Then you gain more merit. Then go on developing and developing. You offer this food to a novice monk who observes 10 precepts with the novice's precept. Then again you gain more merit. Then you offer your food to a monk who is fully ordained as Upasampada. Again you gain more merit. Then you offer this food to Sangha community by inviting 4 monks as Sangika Dana. Gain more merit. After that you offer this food to a monk who attains 1st stage of sainthood, Sotapanna. Again you offer this food to another person who attains the 2nd stage of Sotapanna, sainthood. Again you observe this food to another person who attains the 3rd stage of sainthood, Anagami. Then you offer your food to an Arahant who attains the higher stage of sainthood. After that, you offer this food to the Buddha. You gain more merit. Again the Buddha says, when you offer your food to the Buddha together with the other Sangha, then you gain more merit than offering your food only to the Buddha. This is the Buddha's teaching, how you gain the merit. Because the recipient must have certain good qualities. It is like this. When you want to cultivate plants or flowers or fruits or paddy cultivation, the soil must be fertile. Otherwise you won't get enough fruits or flowers or harvest. In the same manner, when you offer something to a person who is worthy, who is virtuous, then you gain more merit. There is another controversial issue. This question was put to me by a Christian priest. He said, Buddhist devotees are very keen to offer food to the monks. They come and offer food by force. When the monk refuses to eat also, they say, please, at least, accept it, by force. Thinking that they gain more merit. But there are so many people who are starving, without food. And without offering food to those who starve, who are dying without food, how can you prove that you can gain more merit by offering to the monks? This is the question. What is your answer if somebody asks this question? Can you justify? Say something. Yes. How can you gain more merit by offering food to the monks who get more than enough food, while there are so many who are starving without food? That is the question. Can you justify this? Cannot. No, that has nothing to do with this. Those monks are not sick. The answer I gave just now. By offering something to a holy man, virtuous person, definitely people gain more merit. It is natural. But there are deserving cases. For them, you develop your sympathy, your kindness, your compassion, not because they are holy or virtuous. You understand the difference now? So no one can deny that by offering to a virtuous person, and while another person is starving, that devotees can get more merit. There is no doubt you gain merit by offering to sick people, deserving cases, those who are starving. But by offering to a holy person, you gain more merit because of the devotion, confidence, purity that you develop in your mind. But when you offer something to another person, you do not develop these good qualities in your mind. That is the reason. So it does not mean that you always come and offer to the monks while others are starving. But you must extend your kindness and sympathy towards others also, deserving cases. The meaning of these words, just now we recited. Good conduct is the holy order of the disciple of the Buddha. Good conduct. After becoming a monk, his way of life must be changed. That person should not behave like an ordinary man. His way of talking, his way of walking, his way of doing things, his attitude, his mentality, his motive, there must be some development, discipline. That is why it is a good conduct. Then, upright conduct in the order of the Sangha, the disciples of the Buddha. Upright conduct means they must be honest. Because many of those religious people are hypocrites. In many religions, because religion is a very good field for religious people to behave, to pretend as hypocrites. They show something and do something else. There is no honesty in their mind. Ulterior motive. They do many things. They organize so many things. There is an ulterior motive in their mind. That is what the Buddha used this word. There must be honesty in them, in their activities. Then they are worthy respect, worthy of honor, worthy of offering. Then, of wise conduct is the order of the Sangha. They must be wise. All are not intelligent. There are many stupid, many ignorant monks also. But even then, when they talk, when they do certain things, they have to do by considering, by thinking very carefully. So they should not take any hasty conclusion at once to say something or to do something. So that is what the Buddha says, act wisely. Sometimes they may get angry because they are not saints yet. When they get angry, what they have to do, they must have courage to control that anger and not to say anything or not to do anything. So they can suppress this anger by using that understanding. That is wisdom. Then, of dutiful conduct of the Blessed One's disciples. Dutiful conduct. They have certain duties to fulfill. Becoming a monk is to cultivate his way of life, to purify the mind, to gain Nibbanic bliss. That is why when we ordain a monk, we recite these words. We tie the robe here. Sabba dukkha nissarana. To get rid of all worldly suffering. Nibbana satchikiriya. To gain Nibbanic bliss. Imam kāsāvaṁ gahetva. By taking this robe. Pabbāde samang bhante. Please ordain me as a monk. You recite these words. To get rid of all worldly suffering and to gain Nibbanic bliss. By taking this robe, please ordain me as a monk. So the main purpose is to get rid of sansaric suffering. That is why I told you, they divide into two groups from the very beginning. One group concentrates only that much. They try to cultivate and develop and train and purify their mind, thinking that they can gain Nibbanic bliss. And the other group, they use their knowledge and talent and skill, intelligence, to guide others, to advise others. That is why it is mentioned here, dutiful conduct. They have duties to fulfill towards their devotees, their members, and the whole world. Even their way of life is a good example to others to follow. How much they can practice patience, tolerance, kindness, compassion, how much they can maintain contentment. These are the good qualities that monks should cultivate. If these qualities are not there, still they are very raw, not mature, but we should not condemn them. There are some novice monks and still learning ABCD of Buddhism, and their behavior may not appeal to the public. It will take some time. They are just like a chicken just come out from the egg. There are many things. Through their trials and errors and mistakes, they learn. And I can understand, as a novice monk, I became a monk when I was 12 years old. I have done so many mistakes. I was very mischievous at that time. And the teacher who ordained me, every now and then had to use the cane to beat me, to train me. But when I remember how he beat me, why he beat me, today I respect him more. Because his idea is to train me. I always go and fight with other boys in the temple. Exchange beating each other. When the teacher comes to know, he does not beat the other boy, he comes and beat me. This is the way how he trained me. So, as novice or as young monks, they are mischievous, they haven't got enough experience. Take time for them to learn how to associate with the public, how to do some service to the public. Having seen little bit of mistake done by them, if you go and accuse and condemn them, you are, I don't like to use that word, you are not very understanding people. So you must have that understanding. Then, these four pairs of persons, this is very, very difficult for some people to understand. Four pairs become 8. Sotapatti Phala, Sotapatti Magga and Sotapatti Phala, one pair. Anagami Magga, Anagami Phala, another pair. Sakadagami Magga, Sakadagami Phala, another pair. Arahanta Magga, Arahanta Phala, another pair, 4 pairs. And then become 8. What does it mean? Sotapatti Magga, Magga means the way, the path. One who attained the first stage of sainthood, Sotapanna, is called Sotapatti Magga, just entered. After that, he experienced some good result after attaining this noble path. That is the phala, the fruits, the result. So the Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta also like this. I can give simple example, then you can understand. You want to cross a river. Then you go and sit down in a boat. You have attained Sotapatti Magga. You got into the path. When that boat is sailing and landed the other side of the shore, you have attained the phala. That means you gain what you wanted. This is the difference between Magga and phala. So, the monks who attain first stage of sainthood first enter into the path, then experience the good result. Then all the other 3 also like this, 4. Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta. Then still there are some newcomers, I think, here, who cannot understand what is this Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami and Arahanta. I think better to give brief introduction. To attain the first stage of sainthood, Sotapatti Magga or phala, we have to reduce or eradicate 3 fetters, bondages, defilements from our mind. What are those 3? Sakkaya Ditti, Vicikiccha, Silabbata Parama. Sakkaya Ditti. We have very strong egoism, egoistic idea, and maintain the concept of I, mine. I have done this, but my name is not there. That is egoism. I have given so much, but no, not even word of thanks. That is egoism. We have to get rid of it. Again, the belief that some people maintain, there is an eternal self or eternal soul that remains somewhere after our death. From the Buddhist point of view, there is no reality in this belief. So we have to get rid of this. Otherwise, we never get the chance to enter into the first stage of sainthood. Second one, vicikiccha. Vicikiccha means a skeptical doubt. What is the meaning of skeptical doubt? Some people are very stubborn, very stiff, and never judge unbiasedly, always biased. And whatever they have accepted, that this is right and this is wrong, under any circumstances they never change their mind later. But they have not come to that conclusion by studying or observing or investigating, just decided, come to that conclusion because of their stubbornness or skeptical idea. Now let us take the Buddha, the Dhamma and Sangha. Or people ask, why should we worship or respect the Buddha? How do we know whether he gained enlightenment or not? What is that enlightenment? What this enlightenment can contribute for us? What is this Dhamma? What this Dhamma has done to us? Why do you respect to the Sangha? Who are they? They are also human beings. These are the people. This kind of skeptical views, without considering, without analyzing, without understanding, they give their decision in this way. This is called vicikiccha. So we have to get rid of this. Third one is Silabbata Parama. Sila-vata Parama. Those who cling to various kinds of rites and rituals and ceremonies in the name of religion, by thinking, simply by performing these rites and rituals, they can find out their salvation. If not, there are some who believe simply by worshipping or offering something, they can find out their final salvation. But we have to get rid of that concept, that belief. By performing religious rites and rituals, we cannot get rid of our mental impurities. Our craving, our attachment, our anger, our jealousy, our greed, all the evil forces still remains in the mind. But we can perform any kind of rites and rituals and ceremonies. Even by torturing our physical body in the name of religion, we cannot purify the mind. Here, we have to get rid of that belief also. So if the mind is free from these three, then we are capable to attain first stage of sainthood, Sotapanna. Sotapanna means got into the stream. This stream runs only in this way, but never come backward, directly towards Nirvana. That is why it is called Sotapanna. A person who attains Sotapanna, it could not gain another stage of sainthood. Rebirth can take place only 7 times, not more than that. Because by reducing those 3, mental bondages, he reduces too much of attachment towards the worldly life. Therefore, rebirth can take place only 7 times. Before that, get the chance to attain arahanthood. Not only that. A person who has attained sainthood, first stage, rebirth never takes place as animals or any other unfortunate states, but perfect human beings. And there is a guarantee. That person never go to hell. That person never become an animal. That person never become a ghost or spirit or devil. That guarantee is there only after attaining the first stage of sainthood. Now let us come to the second stage. Sakadagami. We had to reduce 2 kinds of evil forces from the mind. They are very strong, very difficult to eradicate. But we can suppress and control. Kamaraga, Patiga. Kamaraga, a strong inclination or attachment towards the sensual pleasures. Because this is the karma law, the sensual world. While living in this sensual world, it is very difficult to control sensual pleasure. Since it is difficult to eradicate completely, here in the second stage, we reduce and suppress and keep them under control. Sensual pleasure. Next one is Patiga. Patiga means ill will. The anger, hatred, ill will, grudge, we keep in our mind. If possible, we take revenge. This is the nature of our human mind. And that is also very strong. Therefore, we can control and suppress and keep under control. And then attain second stage. Sakadagami. Sakat agami. Once return, meaning. Once return means only one rebirth. If not attained sainthood or arahanthood, only one more rebirth for this person. No more second or third. Before that, attain sainthood. Third one is anagami. Anagami means never return. Never return means after his or her death. That person never come back to this sensual world. Never become humans or animals or any other forms of living beings. What will happen? There's one particular Brahma word. Suddhavasa. Brahma word. Pure abode. Suddhavasa. Rebirth takes place in that particular Brahma realm. And there, that person cultivates, develops the rest and attain arahanthood and nirvana. That is why that person is called never return. Never come back to this sensual world. But to attain this third stage, those two, sensual pleasure and evil, they have suppressed, completely eradicated, no more there. No more hatred, no more craving for sensual pleasure. Then the third stage, Anagama. The last one, final, is Arahant. There are 10 factors altogether. Now 5 we have already eradicated, destroyed, no more. But still 5 more remains. Now you can understand why it is very difficult for us to control our mind. Why it is difficult to maintain purity in our mind, because of this. Up to the last moment, we maintain 5 more fetters or bondages. So we are bound to this world to suffer because of these fetters. We cannot get rid of them. We are bound to this world. When these 10 fetters are no more, we are released. What are those 5? Sakkaya Ditti Vicikicca, Silabbata Paramasa first stage, then Kamaraga Patika. Second stage, reduce cut, then Mana Uddacca Avidya. Mana. What is Mana? Pride. Pride is very, very deeply rooted. Very difficult to maintain equanimity, unbiased attitude. Always there is some sort of discrimination, either superiority complex or inferiority complex. So we maintain this pride up to the last stage of sainthood. Then there is another one, Uddacca. What is Uddacca? Restlessness in our mind. We do not know why. Without any reason. We feel some sort of uneasiness, restlessness. That is due to certain concepts, certain beliefs, certain ideas that we have deposited in the subconscious mind, influence or project, then we experience restlessness in our mind. The other one is avidya. What is avidya? Avidya. The simple meaning is cannot see things properly, through proper perspective. Cannot understand things properly. His knowledge, his understanding, even then, the final birth, as Prince Siddhartha, after his renunciation, 6 years, he suffered by following the certain advice given by some other religious groups for him to gain enlightenment. He accepted, he believed, practiced. Finally, he found out this is not the correct path. That means still that ignorance prevailing in his mind. His mind is not completely free from that ignorance until he gains enlightenment. So what about us? amount of ignorance that we are maintaining in our mind. Very. I think you can remember what I have written in my book, What Buddhists Believe. A French scholar has written a book. The title of the book is Learned Ignorance. He says, by learning more and more, we enlarge our ignorance. Assume we learn all the existing languages, religions, philosophy, psychology, science, everything in this world. By learning all these things what we have done, we enlarge our ignorance. It is true. It is true. Then he says, actually there is nothing for us to learn from outside. We cannot learn anything from outside. It is not learning. We maintain some sort of memory. We remember what we have read or what we have heard. That is memory. It is not wisdom. After learning everything in this world, people can do a very silly mistake. That is why I say they are not wise. They think they are learned. Then he says, everything is here, not from outside. You must know how to divert your mind towards your subconscious mind and develop the insight by eradicating all the hindrances and burdens and responsibilities. Then you can reduce your ignorance. He is not a Buddhist. I do not know whether he has studied Buddhism. What he says actually is vipassana meditation. Through concentration, by eradicating evil forces from the mind, you gain purity. This purity you cannot get from outside. You dirty the mind. So when you take out all the rubbish from your mind, then you gain wisdom, insight. The method introduced by the Buddha as vipassana meditation, by analyzing any object to gain proper understanding. So, simply by learning any worldly subject, we never gain wisdom. We maintain memory. There is no spiritual development in that mind. After learning everything, they can maintain their anger, their jealousy, their pride and their egoism. Because no purity in the mind. We have seen many learned people. They know everything. At the same time we have seen they are very hot-tempered, they are very jealous, and they are very greedy. There is no wisdom. Assume there are some people who have never learned anything, any language, but through their effort, they could manage to eradicate their mental hindrances, maintain purity in their mind. They gain wisdom. So the languages or philosophy or psychology or scientific subjects are not the important thing. Our own effort by realizing the nature of our human mind. Still, we never learn that. We are reluctant to analyze our own mind. We are reluctant to show our real character, nature. Always hide. We make silly mistakes. We know it is wrong. But we try to justify there is nothing wrong. That is egoism. Then we fight. But we are very learned. We know everything. That is what that scholar says. Learned ignorance. We enlarge our ignorance. You can glorify. We know everything. I know Buddhism and Christianity and Hinduism and Islam and everything. I know science and technology and philosophy and East and West. Everything. But we do not know, we are stupid. That ignorance is there. So we enlarge our ignorance by accommodating these things into the mind. But without these things, we can gain wisdom if we really use our effort. If we are ready to admit our own mistake. That is the biggest weakness ever. So just now I tried to explain what are the defilements or the bondages that Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arahanta. So I mentioned there are 5. Ruparaga, Aruparaga. I explained 3 already just now. These are the 2. Ruparaga, Aruparaga. Even after developing their mind, after attaining the 3rd stage of sainthood, also, they cling to their mind toward this Rupa Raga. Rupa means fine material world, that is Brahma world. In Brahma world, their life is not like ours. They do not experience much burdens or responsibilities of their physical body. Their senses also not like ours, under control. They use only 2 senses for their living, eyes and ears, these 2. Senses are under control. They are not crazy for any kind of sensual pleasure. Physical body exists. Very fine. Even then, those who believe that it is permanent and eternal or everlasting, the Buddha says it is impermanent. Therefore, attachment towards that type of Brahma realm is another mental hindrance. The other one is arupa, no rupa, no formations of any physical body. But the life exists. Difficult for you to understand, but not impossible to exist. Because this body is the house, structure for our life to exist. Therefore, body is not the life. But the life can exist in certain areas, not here in this world, without depending on a physical body. The mental energy sustains life process. When people develop their meditation, also they disconnect the life and the body. The Buddhas, Arahants, although they have attained Nirvana, still they are experiencing burdens and the pains and problems of their physical body. Sicknesses, old age, ache and pains, and to maintain this physical body is a real nuisance to them, because they have no attachment towards the body. So what they do, occasionally, they attain this Dhamma Samapatti. Dhamma Samapatti means they separate their mind from the body. After that, mind does not experience any burdens of the physical body. During that time, they experience Nibbanic bliss, complete freedom for 1 week. After 1 week, again, switch off. Use that word, easy to understand. That means connect. Disconnected earlier, now again, then again become normal. But during that week, no food, no water, nothing. The mental energy sustained, although disconnected. So, in that particular Brahma world, they maintain their life without depending on any physical body. Earlier, in India, people believe that this is Nirvana. This is the final goal. The Buddha is the only religious teacher who pointed out that this is not the final goal, because that mental energy and the life process are still not completely purified. As long as some sort of mental defilement remains in any form in that life, there is no Nibbana. So, they have to get rid of that belief, attachment towards the fine material world or immaterial world. And the other three, just now I explained 10. So when the mind is completely free from these 10 fetters, 10 bondages, 10 mental hindrances, Arahanthood, then Nibbana. So, I don't think today we got enough time to discuss any other subject. We have to continue. There are many things to discuss about our puja and offerings on all these in flowers and candles. Many people still criticize, not knowing what we are doing. Therefore, we must learn the real religious significance, whether they are useful or not, meaningful or not, important or not. So, next Friday, I will try to finish these offerings and pujas and lights and flowers and candles, those things, everything. Why do we perform this kind of religious? Are they not under religious rites and rituals? Definitely not. They are not rites and rituals. Yes, any questions? You can spend a few minutes. Pride is the concept that we maintain that we support the superiority complex, feeling that we are higher than others. That is pride. Ego related to that I, my concept, egoism. They always fight. My name is not there. I did this. They have forgotten me. That is egoism, not pride. Anything else is possible today, or what is your question? It's a very good question. You know Devadatta, the Buddha's cousin brother, the disciples of the Buddha, who learn Buddhism from the Buddha, who learn meditation from him, who gain jhana, jhanic power to perform miracles through his meditation. After gaining this jhanic power, miraculous power, he decided to use this supernatural power to gain more power, worldly power, because his mind is not pure completely. The dhyana meditation, the samatha meditation, gives this supernatural power. Later, vipassana meditation supports this person to get rid of certain mental impurities. But at the beginning, samatha meditation is very important to strengthen the mind, to develop the mind. Then, this Devadatta, what he did? He wanted to kill the Buddha, for him to gain the power and authority. 3 times he tried to kill him, but he could not do it. And he has misled another young prince. By using his supernatural power, he frightened this young prince. He told, "You are very young. Your father is still active. Don't know how many years he can rule the country. Why not you kill him, so that you can become the ruler of this country? I'll kill the Buddha, then I'll become the ruler of the religious world. He too can rule this country." So this foolish prince, Ajatasattu, his name is Ajatasattu, he accepted. He said that. Straight away, he gave the order to arrest his father, King Bimbisara. The place where he was arrested, you can see even today. The place is such that no one can escape. Surrounded by very big rocks, just like Batu caves. All today we can see. He was arrested there in the center and stopped giving food. No one can give anything because he wanted to face him to natural death. So he did not to kill him, allow him to face natural death. His mother, Queen, is only one who was allowed to go and see. But she cannot take any food. There are security guards here and there to accept. What she did, she hide some food here in the long there, this one, and hide some food here, and they never open this one, and allow the king to eat that. Finally she was caught. Then examined this one. Later what she did, after taking bath, she applied ghee and honey and all those things all over the body and go there. And asked the king to lick the whole body. Finally, that one also caught and stopped. So one day, when he was talking to his mother in the palace, somebody came and reported that the young prince's wife had given birth to a baby boy. Oh, he was so happy, started jumping and laughing. Then he told the mother, "I think when I was born, my father also enjoyed like this." Then the mother told him, "Do you know When you were a small boy, you had a very big boil in one of your fingers, applied all sorts of medicines, could not stop the pain. Then what your father did, actually, the king, he sucked your finger, always keeping, then you stop crying. One day when he was sucking your finger, that boil burst and the pus came out. But he did not take out your finger to throw away the pus, he swallowed. See the affection and love that he had towards you, and see the way how you treat your father today. Then he opened his eyes. Immediately asked somebody to go and release his father. Too late. The old man died. So he had committed that patricide, one of the mortal sins, that no one can escape without pain. He has committed that, killing his own father. So, Devadatta tried to kill the Buddha, but he could not kill, because no one can kill a Buddha. The Buddhas must face the natural death. But he used his jhana meditation power to do all these things. That is the danger of gaining supernatural power through meditation without mental purity. So whatever we learn, whatever meditation method we practice, how far we have controlled our mind, still there is no guarantee. Any moment, either temptation or irritation can stir the mind, can become very wicked or very wild and very dangerous. This is the uncertainty of our mind. It's a very good question. Okay. Page 211. Sharing of marriage. 211. Punyanumodana. Follow me. Imina punya kammena upajjaya gunuttara acaryupakaraca mata pita piyamamang Suryo Candi Maharaja Gunavanta Narapicha Brahma Maharaja Indacha Lokapalacha Devata Yamo Mitta Manusacha Majjatta Verika Picha Sabbe Satta Sukhi Hontu Punyani Pakatani Me Sukhanca Tividang Dentu Kippang Papetha Omatang Imina Punya Kammena Imina Uddisena Kippaham Sulabhe Cheva Sanho Padana Chedanang ye santane hina dhamma yava nibbanato mamang nassantu sabbadaeva yatta jato bhave bhave uju citto sattipanyo